Well, hello YouTube. Here's what we're going to do today. Got a property back here that you can kind of see behind me. Stretches out a good ways. And as it turns out, going to do another short hunt here this afternoon. It is absolutely beautiful. And we are going to look at our first shot today. As it turns out, went down about 2 or 3 inches. And here's something that you can think about. These roots, they're either going to be your friend or your enemy. They're either going to push things up or down. And this one, it pushed up. And funny enough, we must be on a run of the thimbles, because here's the first one, and there we go. Like I told you before, most of them were insurance. And this one actually looks to be, other than it's flat as a pancake, casualty insurance. If I get this cleaned up, don't make this little segment too long, I bet you it says, I can't really tell if it's got a city on it or not. But nevertheless, we are on the board with our first relic. There we go. Already pulled this one out of the ground, obviously. Let's pop it together, see if it's a wheat. Looks like it is. Bang. This little yard has worked out just fine. 1958, 1956. Either way, that works. Yay. Okay guys, let's see what we can do today at a different yard. And my pinpointer is saying that there's something right there. So let's see if we can get lucky enough with it. Because it sounds like either, like I've told you before, it's either a penny or a bullet, but this one sounds kind of weird. Well, I moved it. Oh. All right. Haha. Yesterday's, that was a Williams cleaner. This is actually a musket ball. Looks like a 58 caliber musket ball, and it was fired. I would actually have to clean this up just to be able to see if there was any way to show you any of the ramrod rings or anything, but there you go. It's a musket ball. Rock on. I love my neighborhood. I haven't even pulled it out of the dirt yet, and this thing rang up way too high. But if that's another musket ball, jury's still out on that. Looks like it's a fired one. Yep, can feel the weight of it. How about that? Ooh, that got something good. Something or somebody. I almost didn't dig that. Sounded kind of trashy. Must have been the shape. I bet you it was sitting up like that in the ground, giving some kind of weird signal. Huh. If you ever think about it, and you have to stand there and swing over it 3 or 4 times, it's probably just as easy for you to go ahead and dig it and find out what it is than to have passed it up and missed something like that. There we go. 155 years ago that thing was fired. First person to touch it since then. Huh. Never ceases to amaze me. I love this. And there he is, my little digging buddy. Whoa, look out. Look at you. What, do you want to do it? Do you want to do the machine? I don't think you're big enough. You went right by my head. He's a cute little guy. Oh my goodness. Yes. You're cute. Okay guys, anytime you go with a new size coil, I went from the standard coil that came with it to this little 5x8. If you can get the permissions to be able to go over those yards again, always do that. 2 reasons. 1, you gotta start practicing on how that sounds different than any other signals you got on the bigger coil and or the smaller coil. Now, in this particular yard, I've been over it a couple of different times. And the reason I'm going over this one is I just have got to figure out how this thing reads differently in the soil that I am dealing with. Now, I'm glad I did, because number one, the smaller coil is going to get into areas, and this yard is full of iron, but it's going to get in between those pieces of iron and give you the better signals. The reason I have you out is the whole reason that I came down here was to double check, and right there you have it. Looks like it is a Williams cleaner. The little hole that you see right there would have had another piece that came out like a stand on it, been a little bit taller than that, and it would have had a zinc ring around it. And as they actually fired this, put it down the barrel and fired it, supposedly it was going to clean the barrel. Now I want to show you something on this because it is so distinct. Is you can see the ring around the top of that where the ramrod actually pushed that down into the gun. So that's where they loaded it, and this top ring up here is actually where the ramrod pushed down into the lead. Anytime I see one that's like that, I always think they did it in a hurry and they were ramming it down in there because they were probably under fire. So at least that's my theory on it. Anyway, this one's clearly fired, but glad I double checked this yard, and there's another relic 3 doors down from my house. There we go, rock on. See you at the next one. Oh yeah, definitely a hot spot. I thought I was digging a coin. Look at this guy. 3-ringer. Haha. There we go. Loving it. I think I may have hit a sweet spot. That was way down in there. I don't know if you can see how far. As a matter of fact, pinpointer wise, it's about as deep as a pinpointer is tall. And there is at least number 3. How about that? It's another one, 58 caliber round ball. Sweet. Guess who came back to see me? You went on the detector again, huh? What you doing, buddy? What you doing? I need to get you a worm or something. Come on. Not gonna hurt you. No, not quite, huh? You're a cute little guy. Guys, I'm so happy I've lost count. Unbelievable. All right, this is probably nothing to write home about, and I've already seen it. There is a penny right there. As deep as it was, as you can see, I'm just hoping it's a wheat. Let's give it a wipe. Haha, it is. It's got a wheat penny. See if we can tell the year. This one looks pretty clean. Imagine that, 1944. Where's that a 46? I guess we'll find out. Awesome. All right, y'all. Gonna do a quick wrap up for you. Wound up with 4 round balls. I got the infield, very nice. Got the 3-ringer, a brass debuckle with the rivet, and I'm sure that somehow none of those went together because they weren't more than just a few feet apart. Got a couple pieces of camp lead. This must have been some type of emblem that went down into this, that probably a key ring or something along those lines, since this part up here looks like something broke off of it. Got the reed, our little parasol slide, umbrella slide. Found a key, didn't get that on video. A couple of wheat pennies, one of them's of course a 1944. Look at that and see how many billion more of those they made that year. This one I think is a 1911 wheatie, so looking forward to some more silver in that particular yard. Quarter, few clad, got you a zinc in here that came up really weird. That looks like something that, like a salt, maybe talcum powder top. Got my dog tag. This is the mystery item of the day. Have absolutely no idea what that would have been, but anybody knows, just leave it in the comments below. Not real sure what the heck that is. And our 3 Merry Widows. So take a look, see what that is, what that would have been a container for. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Of course, there's always the ton of junk that I guess you don't need to see all of that. But yeah, if you can even see down in there, it's just a ton of stuff that you're going to dig. If you want anything decent, you're really going to have to apply yourself to digging a bunch of different things. So it's not always going to be good. But as far as the Civil War stuff went, man, I love my neighborhood. It's fantastic. Hope everyone out there enjoys metal detecting as much as I do. And if there's any more tips or anything that I can come up with, something that's specifically toward the bullets or anything, feel free to throw in some questions in the comments below, and we will see you the next hunt. Thanks again. Ha ha!